Good morning, class. Today we are doing math pages 7 and 8. 7 and 8. 2 Thessalonians 3:13 says, "But ye, brethren, be not weary in doing well." Okay, we're looking at the class practice on page 7. And it tells us to write the correct terms beside each number in A, and to also work out the problem. So we're going to start by working out the problems. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 5 is 4. And 7 minus 2 is 5. So we get 542. And now we need to fill in these blanks here with the proper words. If we look at the box at the top, it shows us what it should be. The top number in a subtraction problem is the minuend. The bottom number in a subtraction problem is the subtrahend. And then the answer to the subtraction problem is the difference. So we need to write those down. Okay, let's do B together. 6 minus 3 is 3. 7 minus 2 is 5. And 8 minus 4 is 4. Let's go ahead and circle our answer of 453. C. 7 minus 5 is 2. 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 6 is 3. And our answer is 312. D. 4 minus 3 is 1. 6 minus 0 is 6. And 8 minus 2 is 6. And our answer is 661. E. 9 minus 5 is 4. 7 minus 6 is 1. And 2 minus 1 is 1. And our answer is 114. Circle your answers. F. 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. And 3 minus 2 is 1. Our answer is 101. Circle your answer. G. 7 minus 7 is 0. 8 minus 8 is 0. 6 minus 5 is 1. And our answer is 100. H. 6 minus 3 is 3. 2 minus 0 is 2. 8 minus 5 is 3. And 5 minus 1 is 4. Remember, a comma always goes 3 places over. So 1, 2, 3, and that's where we put our comma. 4,323. I. 9 minus 6 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. Let me bring the 3 down. So we get 313. Okay, in number 2, it's telling us to work and check these subtraction problems. Watch for borrowing. So first thing we need to do is work the problem. 6 minus 9 you can't do because 9 is bigger. So you have to borrow from the 7. You borrow 1, so we make the 7 into the 6. And the 1 that we borrowed we put next to the 6 to turn it into 16. 16 minus 9, we can do that. That gives us 7. Now we do 6 minus 2, that gives us 4. And 4 minus 3, that gives us 1. We get 147. Now that's our answer, but we need to check it. To check a subtraction problem, what you're going to do is you're going to add these two numbers together. When you add them together, whatever you get down at the bottom, it needs to be the same as what you had up here, which was 476. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that. I want you to put 2 lines under like this. And now let's add it up. We're adding the 9 and the 7. 9 plus 7 gives us 16, so we'll put a 6 and we'll carry the 1 right there. 1 plus 2 plus 4 gives us 7. And 3 plus 1 gives us 4. So this 476 at the bottom, this isn't the answer, but what we do now is we see if that's the same as the number that was up here. And it is. We see 476 there also. So that means it checks. I want you to put a check mark. And I want you to circle your answer, which is 147. Not only did we work out the problem, but we also checked it. Let's go to B. Now I'm going to have you do B, C, D, and E on your own. You have to check them. Make sure you do the same thing that I did here to check it. We'll go to number 3, and number 3 tells us to write add or subtract besides each clue words. 3A, when it says in all, it's add. B, when it says all together, it's add. C, when it says more than, we have to subtract. D, the sum, that means to add. E, the difference, that means to subtract. F, the change, that's subtract. G, less than, that means to subtract. H, when you see the word total, that means to add. I, when you see the word less, you need to subtract. And J, how many more, you need to subtract. Okay, next we're going to turn our page over. And we're told to write true or false in number 4. First one, it says, in all, always means to add, to find the answer. That's true. When you see the words in all, that means to add. So we're going to write true here. Don't just write T or F. You need to write out true. B, it says to find the difference, multiply. No, we don't multiply to find the difference. We subtract to find the difference. So this is false. C, the total can be found by dividing. No, the total can be found by adding, so that's false also. D, to find the sum, add. Yes, that's true. The sum is the answer to an addition problem. So that is true. To find more than, subtract. Yes, when you see the words more than, you need to subtract. So that is true also. True, false, false, true, true. Okay, let's look at 5a, the story problem. It says Jasmine and her family traveled 598 miles in 2 days to go to Christian camp. The first day they traveled 297 miles. How many miles did they travel the second day? Well, we know that she traveled a total of 598 miles. And we know the first day they traveled 297. Now, let's figure out the second day by subtracting here. Eight minus 7 is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. 5 minus 2 is 3. And so they traveled 301 miles. We'll do story problem B. It says, in the school store, Miss Edar sold 79 red pencils, 12 green pencils, 87 yellow pencils, and 52 white pencils last week. How many pencils were sold in all? And when we see in all, we know we need to add. So you need to add up 79 plus 12 plus 87 plus 52. And I'm running out of room, so you'll have to do that on your own to figure out how many pencils were sold in all. Look at number 7. Number 7 tells us to check each problem. I want to review how to check it. So first we're looking at the addition problem. How to check an addition problem. Let's add it up. 8 plus 5 is 13. Plus 8 more would be 21. So put a 1 here, we'll carry the 2. 2 plus 7 would be 9. Plus 9 more would be 18. Plus 2 more would be 20. Put a 0, carry the 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. Plus 2 more is 8. Plus 3 more is 11. Okay, remember, put your comma at the end there. Now this is what we're saying our answer is at the bottom, but we need to check it before we circle it. I'm going to erase the numbers that are on top. And to check it, what we're going to do is draw 2 lines on top. And we're going to add going this way this time and see if we get the same answer as we got down there. 8 plus 5 is 13. Plus 8 more would be 21. Put a 1. Carry my 2. I got to squeeze it in at the bottom there. 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus 9 more is 13. Plus 7 would be 20. 0 and carry a 2 again. 2 plus 3 is 5. Plus 2 more is 7. Plus 4 more would be 11. Put a comma. Notice that these two numbers are the same. So that means it checks, and that is our correct answer. Let's do B. B is going to be different. It's subtraction. We have to work it, and then we also have to check B as well. 4 minus 3 is 1. 2 minus 8 we can't do, so we have to borrow. We can't borrow from the 0, but we can borrow from the 6. It becomes 5. and we bring our 1 over. That becomes 10. Now we can borrow from that. 10 becomes a 9, and the 1 we borrowed goes here. Now we have 12 minus 8. That would be 4. 9 minus 9 would be 0. 5 minus 2 would be 3. I'm going to put a comma in there. And our answer is 3,041. Now we have to check it. To check it, let's put 2 lines here. We're going to add up these 2 numbers together. Whatever we get at the bottom, it's got to equal what we have up at the top. Let's see if this will work out. 3 plus 1 is 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. So I'll go 2 here and I'll carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10 plus 0 is 10. So put a 0 here, carry the 1. And 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So I'll put a 6 here. Is this number the same as the number on top? Yes, it is. So this checks, and our answer of 3,041 is correct. I'm going to help you with 8 at the bottom, but I'm not going to do the work for you here, but I am going to help you to know what to write in the blanks. The top blank is our minuend. It's the top number in our subtraction problem. The bottom number, or the middle number here, I guess, or the middle line, would be the subtrahend. And the bottom number will be the difference. So minuend, subtrahend, and difference. Okay, B is an addition problem, so we'll write different words for that. The first 3 lines are your addends. And your answer to addition problem is the sum. So addend, 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 and then sum. C. So again, we did this earlier. Minuend, subtrahend, difference, so you have to do the rest of those on your own. And you have to do the rest of the page, both sides on your own. Before you do, let's take a little break and do something fun, a little more of a would you rather. So would you rather, this is how it works. I show you 2 things, or I tell you 2 things. Everybody needs to stand up, push in their chairs. And what you're going to have to do, would you rather, if you'd rather win a 1-day shopping spree to any store, so for 1 day you could shop as much as you want in any store of your choice, then you need to go over and stand on this side of the room. Or would you rather win a 2-week vacation to any place in the world you want to go to? If you'd rather do that, then you go over to this side of the room. So you guys got to decide which one you'd rather do. Win the 1-day shopping spree to any store you want and get as much stuff as you want. You go to that side of the room. Or if you'd rather win a 2-week vacation to any destination, you go stand on this side of the room. Okay, let's do another one. These are kind of fun. We'll do a different problem now. A different question, I should say. Would you rather be Cinderella? If you'd rather be Cinderella, you go to that side. Or would you rather be the fairy godmother? If you'd rather be that, go to that side. I like that the boys have to choose. You gotta go to one side or the other. You can't be in the middle. Okay, everybody go stand back at their desks. Because we're going to do some more. Stand back at your desks. And we'll do the next one. Would you rather be on a picnic and find out that ants have crawled all over the food and silverware, but you still have to eat all the food? Or find out that the apple that you just bit into has a large worm inside that you just swallowed a piece of it. So ants all over your picnic, or an apple you bit into and you already swallowed a worm. Okay, another one. Everybody go stand back at their desks. Would you rather be the fastest runner in the entire world? You go stand on that side if that's what you'd rather be. Or the fastest reader in the entire world? Okay, another one. Everybody stand back at their desks. Go stand at your desks. Would you rather drink 8 cups of dirty aquarium water from a fish tank, or squeeze the dirty liquid from a gross used sponge into your mouth? I don't know, both of these are gross. I know that aquarium water is full of all kinds of nasty things like fish poop and uneaten fish food. Ugh. Okay, next one. Would you rather be able to talk with all the animals, or be able to speak all the foreign languages in the world? So talk with all the animals, or speak all the foreign languages in the world. There's almost like 2 million different animals and plant species that we've discovered. And then there's more than 6,000 languages in the entire world. Okay, next one. Would you rather have eyeballs the size of golf balls, or have teeth the size of computer keys? Humans, they usually have 32 permanent teeth in their mouth. Okay, next one. Go stand back at your desks. Would you rather go back in time 100 years, or go into the future 100 years? Okay, next one. Everybody stand back at their desks. Okay, would you rather let somebody sneeze directly into your open mouth, or have someone clean your ear with their tongue? Oh, both of these sound gross. Which one would you rather do? A sneeze is pretty incredible. It can go up to 100 miles per hour. Flies, it propels germs at super fast speeds. And then giraffes, they have really long tongues, and they clean their ears with their own tongues. Okay, which one would you rather do? These ones sound scary. Go stand at your desks. Would you rather try to take a banana from a giant monkey, or try to take an egg from a mother goose while she's sitting on it in her nest? Which one would you rather do? Geese protect their eggs really well. Both the mother and father guard the nest, and if you try to steal an egg, you'll have to deal with an angry goose. Alright, next one. Would you rather paint a large wall with just a toothbrush, or paint it with a spoon? Okay, let's talk about homework. Would you rather, go stand at your desks, we'll talk about homework here. Would you rather have to do 4 hours of homework every night, or 1 hour of homework every night, but you had to write with a pen taped to your nose? So you had to do it with your pen connected to your nose. Okay, next one. Would you rather eat a live moth with a huge, gross body and wings as big as your hand, or a dead hummingbird, including like feathers on the hummingbird? Which one would you rather do? Most moths eat leaves and flowers, and sometimes they feed on mud and animal doo-doo to get the nutrients they need. Hummingbirds are the smallest bird species in the world. Their wings beat up to 78 times per second. And they can fly all kinds of ways, forwards, backwards, hovering, even upside down. Alright, let's do one more. Would you rather ride for 1 full day in the back of a truck that is jam-packed with cows, or drive for 3 full days in a car while sitting on a seat that has no back? Okay, go ahead and make your decision. When you're done, you guys can go back to your seats, finish up your math page. Cows swallow huge amounts of air to help them digest food. That's what makes them produce a lot of gas. The good news is that their farts aren't very stinky. The bad news is that the farts tend to be very noisy and can last for a really long time. So that's good. Now you learned about cows. Finish up those math pages.